In this lesson, we're going to learn about how to use polynomials that we've learned about in this chapter to solve real-world problems and how we use them. Okay, so the first one talks about the bedroom. Okay, so if a bedroom has a length of x plus 3 feet and a width of x minus 1 feet. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw our bedroom. And we know that the length is x plus 3. And the width is x minus 1. So we want to write a polynomial to express the area of the bedroom. So we know the area is length times width. Okay, so the length here is x plus 3, and the width is x minus 1. Okay, so if we want to calculate the area of this, we have our answer right here. Okay, x plus 3, x minus 1. Now if we want to go ahead and multiply these two, remember that the coefficient in front of x is just 1. Okay, so 1 times 1 is 1, and then x1 becomes x squared. Okay, and then in the second one we just have 3 times negative 1, which is negative 3. Okay, then in part 2 it says calculate if the area is if x is equal to 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and rewrite x plus 3 and x minus 1, and we're going to plug in 10 for x. So we have 10 plus 3 times 10 minus 1, which gives us 13 times 9, which is going to be equal to 117, and we're using feet. So the area here is 117 feet if x is 10. If not, we can simply try and figure it out this way. Okay, so moving on to the second one. Okay, my formula got a little bit cut off, so I'm just going to rewrite what it is here. Okay, so it's 1/2 height times b1 plus b2. Okay, so it says here that a seat cushion is shaped like a trapezoid. The shorter base of the cushion is 3 inches greater than the height. The longer base is 2 inches shorter than twice the height. So we want to write a polynomial for this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my trapezoid and start labeling each part. Okay, so the shorter base is 3 inches greater than the height. Okay, so height plus 3, because it's 3 inches greater. So that means that we'll just call the height h. I also know that the longer base is 2 inches shorter than twice the height. Okay, so we have twice the height, but then 2 inches shorter, so minus 2. Okay, so now we want to try and find the area of this trapezoid seat cushion, and I'm going to use my formula here to figure that out. Okay, so 1/2 times the height times base 1, which is h plus 3, plus b2, 2h minus 2. Okay, so I can see that inside the parentheses I'm adding my terms here. So adding polynomials, I simply just add the like terms. Okay, so I have 1h and 2h, so I have 3h. And then 3 plus negative 2 is positive 1. Okay, and then I'm going to multiply by 1/2 h. So now at this point, I'm multiplying a monomial by a polynomial. Okay, so I need to distribute. Okay, so multiply the coefficients. 1/2 times 3 is 3 over 2. And h times h squared. And then we're going to distribute here. And 1/2 times 1 is 1/2. And there's just 1h. Okay, so here the area can be represented by 3 over 2h squared plus 1/2 h. Okay, and then moving on to the last one. So this one is about a kitchen table. So Gary is building a square table for a kitchen. In the initial sketch, each side measured x inches. After arranging some furniture, he realized he would have to add 1 more foot to the length and remove 1 more foot from the width and have a rectangular table instead. Okay, so we want to try and write a polynomial to represent the area of this. So let's just first start out by drawing the initial square table. Okay, he said that each side would be measured x because all sides would be the same in a square. Okay, but then he realized that he's going to have to add 1 foot to the length. So now let's redraw it. And the length he's going to have to add 1. So I'm going to put x plus 1 for the length. And then he needs to remove 1 foot from the width. So instead of becoming x, it's going to be x minus 1 because he has to remove it. Okay, so now if we want to write a polynomial to represent this area, we know that it's length times width. So the area here is going to be x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, and this is actually a case of special products, okay, because we just have plus and minus and the same number is 1. Okay, so this actually is a special product of a squared minus b squared, where x is a and b is 1. Okay, so I can rewrite this as x squared minus 1 squared, which is just 1. So this, in fact, is going to be the area here. Okay, you guys are going to try and do a couple more problem solvings in groups.